going to plant out the celery today. So, I've chosen to do it up here in the upper bed of the backyard, near where my irises are. As you can see, I did plant the rest of that Copenhagen cabbage. I planted that up here, and that will get a cover in the next day or so. It says that the celery should be planted anywhere from 6 to 10 inches apart. So I'm going to put my sticks out. Let's see. Oh, actually I'm over the 12 inches, so let's put these here like that. And that way we'll know exactly. I'm going to put 4 in each square here. I have 11 plants, and then I'll put the others back over here once I get done with that. So let's get started. I seeded, this is called Conquistador celery, and I seeded it inside on January 26th, and it's wonderful. Now remember, I said celery is a swamp plant, so wherever you plant your celery, you need to be sure that you water a lot. And we're just going to gently pull them apart. Pull them gently apart. And here's my trowel. We're going to put them about 6 inches apart, 6-8 inches. So put one here. We want to plant it at the same depth that it was in the pot. You don't want to plant it any deeper. You're going to firm it in, make your little well around it, because you want the water. Remember, swamp plant. I'm going to put this one right about here. Just add that in. It does have a nice root system, so it should do well here. I've never planted them up in this bed. They do need a lot of sunlight, and since we have cut some of the trees, more sunlight will get in up here this year than in the past. So put this one right about here. There you go, another nice root system. Just going to separate them gently and pull them apart. See? Okay. Get that one there. And make our little well. Then we'll put the next one right about here. I dug over this ground rather well yesterday when I was putting in the cabbage, so I don't really need to do very much to it today. So I'm going to firm that in, make our little well around it, help catch the water in that spot, and we're good to go. I'm going to put the rest of those in, and then I'll bring you back. Okay. So we've got the celery planted in. I put 4 in that bed, 4 in that bed, and then along the back here, since I didn't have 4 more, I only had 3 more, I placed them 8 inches apart. I wanted to see what difference it would make instead of about 6 inches apart, them being 8 inches apart. This is the area that I'm making for the corn for this year. It's in the upper bed by the iris, and I raked over the ground very well. Then I brought up some of the leaf compost, and I was able to get some compost on there before it was just too late and I had been working too long. So right now I'm going to bring up some more buckets of compost to put in there, and that way it'll sit for a couple weeks before I plant the corn. keep in mind, I have to bring it up from down there. Okay, and for those of you who have not watched me do this before, let me give you a view of how I get things up. First I have to hand them up to the wall, and then I bring them into the yard. Right now, each 5-gallon pail has 3 shovels full, so it's about half full with dirt. I can't manage anymore with having to lift it over the rail. So let's go up to the top bed. Each garden bed has been made and filled just like that, carrying 5-gallon pails full of free compost into each one, as well as other supplements. So this yard has been a true labor of love. The winds this afternoon have turned into 20-mile-an-hour winds, so I have had to cover up the tomatoes again with the little ghosts. They're getting thrashed about something unbelievable. I don't know if you could see how quick the clouds are moving and how the trees are swaying. But hopefully the tomato plants will make it okay. There's the gutter garden. I had to put the shade up so it wouldn't bang around too much. So, but look how nice that lettuce is growing up there. I have to get that third planted. But see, this is why I love the gutter garden so much. Okay, just wanted to give you a quick shot of the wind blowing in the yard today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Happy gardening.